Alpha glucosidase inhibitors, or AGIs, are particularly useful for reducing postprandial hyperglycemia, which is the rise of blood sugar after a meal, around the 140 milligrams per deciliter mark, 1 to 2 hours after breakfast, lunch, or dinner. This is why they are in their own class of medicines used to treat type 2 diabetes. And you might have heard of the famous one already, which is known as acarbose, which is known to increase life expectancy in type 2. In this video though, we will look at 4 foods that contain alpha glucosidase inhibiting properties that block carbohydrate absorption in the small intestine and help manage your sugar levels after a meal. So you don't want to miss this. Stay tuned till the end. If you guys are new here, my channel is all about helping you make informed decisions as well as be in the know when it comes to your health and wellness. And I'd love for y'all to gently tap on the like button down below. And if you really like the content, then consider subscribing. Also, if you guys are on Instagram, you could follow me there. Now, without wasting any more time, let's dive right in. For the study reference, we will be using the 2019 alpha glucosidase inhibitory activities of plants with focus on common vegetables study, which I will link down below for you as well. Starting with the first one being Barberry. The study tells us that most AGIs are secondary metabolites such as alkaloids, phenolic acids, flavonoids, terpenoids, anthocyanins, and their glycosides. But what are barberries? They're species from the Berberidaceae family, and they're outstanding alkaloid-yielding plants. And guess what? Barberry that are from Barberries vulgaris, which is what essentially berberine is derived from, which we've already made a video on. It's going to not only be that AMPK activator that we talked about, but also alpha glucosidase inhibitor, which this study showed that in the newly diagnosed type 2 diabetic patients, berberine is able to lower blood insulin levels via enhancing insulin sensitivity. And in patients with poor beta cell function, berberine may improve insulin secretion via resuscitating exhausted islets. And I've left a link where you can get the whole dried berries online down below, or you can check your local Persian grocery stores for them. You can't miss them since they have those bright red colors, which are the anthocyanins, and they taste exceptionally tart, but they are delicious. The second on our list is bitter melon, which, going back to the original study from earlier, bitter melon has been proved for hypoglycemic effects, notably protein extract from 2 genotypes of bitter melon, Momordica churantia var churantia and M. churantia var muricata. They displayed 68.8% and 69.2% inhibition on AG activity, respectively. And digging further from this, the study on the anti-diabetic effects of bitter melon, studies have reported that the compound is more effective than the oral hypoglycemic agent tolbutamide, and that physiological experiments have also shown that M. churantia can stimulate insulin secretion from the endocrine, pancreas, and elicit glucose uptake in the liver, which I thought was quite interesting. Since the liver acts as the body's glucose or fuel reservoir and helps to keep your circulating blood sugar levels and other body fuels pretty much steady, so any assistance in that department would be beneficial. And you can find bitter melon in your local Asian supermarkets, but don't expect it to taste like most melons. The name implies the taste. There's no sweetness to it. And while you can eat them raw, many people prefer it cooked because cooking tones down the bitter flavor. Just FYI. The third on our list is jackfruit seeds. Extracts from the peel of fruits of jackfruit Artocarpus heterophyllus display the strongest inhibitory activity, followed by its seed, pulp, and then flake. Not only may it display alpha glucosidase inhibition, this study from 2019 showed us that it can be concluded that jackfruit seeds beta-carotene epoxide has the potential to reduce blood sugar levels by inducing insulin secretion. Although more widespread research on this is needed, what is interesting though is that the flesh on jackfruits aren't the only thing you can eat. A single fruit can contain about 100 to 500 seeds. Most people throw them away, but did you know that they have high amounts of thiamine and riboflavin? The only drawback is to always make sure that you don't take them with any blood thinning medications, because the risk of bleeding is higher if you are on blood thinners. And since they possibly contain anti-nutrients, boiling or roasting are 2 of the most popular preparation methods. So what I would do is boil the seeds in a large pot of water for 20 to 30 minutes. Once the seeds are tender, Drain the pot and let them cool and then dry. And lastly, sweet potato, otherwise known as Ipomea batatas. I recommend half of a medium-sized sweet potato, which is the equivalent of 15 grams of carbs. They're known to be high in fiber and have a low glycemic index, which results in a less immediate impact on your sugar levels, which the study showed that strong maltase inhibitory activity with an IC50 value of 0.36 milligrams per milliliter. Remember, it's not just glucoamylase. AGIs competitively inhibit enzymes that convert complex, non-absorbable carbs into simple absorbable carbohydrates. So enzymes that include glucoamylase, sucrase, maltase, and isomaltase, these are all included as well. Sweet potatoes work more on the maltase enzyme, and digging deeper, this 2018 study on sweet potatoes on rats showed us that the anti-diabetic effects of sweet potato were due to acylated anthocyanins such as caffeol sulfurose, which acts, guess what, as an alpha glucosidase inhibitor. Remember, none of these foods should be a reason to come off of your medicines. It's always important to talk to your doctor first before thinking of discontinuing your medication. If you are experiencing unpleasant side effects that are too troublesome for you to continue, let's say you're on anti-diabetic medicines that you are already on, or any for that matter, now may be the best time ever to bring that up to their attention. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. I'm more curious to hear from you. In the meantime, click that subscribe button if you found any value in this video. And until then, guys, I'll see you on the next one.